On the Couch by Dave Jackson. In this episode, Matthew, a UKIP MEP, is struggling with his inevitable return to the UK in the face of Brexit. Let's take a trip to Harley Street and dip into his session to hear him sharing his anxieties with London's foremost psychotherapist, Stuart Loveridge.
So, it started with terrible chest pains and then a shortage of breath.
Right.
Like I'd just eaten a KFC family bucket and someone was tightening a belt round my ribs.
I hear you.
I honestly thought I was dying.
Sounds like a panic attack to me.
No, it can't be.
Why not?
I'm from Lancashire.
I'm sorry, I don't see the correlation.
Well, panic attacks are for vegetarians and Californians. I'm a Freemason, for God's sake.
Right.
Oh, God, I shouldn't have told you that.
Everything said in here is confidential.
I bloody hope so.
I'm sorry. I really am not sure why you're here if you don't believe mental health problems are something that can happen to anyone.
My doctor sent me. I went to see him with these chest pains, hoping it was heart disease, and he seems to think, like you, I'm going round the bleeding pipe.
Oh, I never said that. When did all this begin?
I'm an MEP, you see.
Oh, for UKIP.
Yeah, an
that's
MEP
right, yes.
for UKIP,
Yes.
yes. And I work in Brussels. And it started every time I'm about to go through the Channel Tunnel.
Ah. What do tunnels mean to you?
You what?
I'm wondering if there is a vaginal metaphor here going on.
You might have a vaginal metaphor going on here, but I certainly don't.
Do you have any specific issues in relation to vaginas?
Bloody hell! I get on very well with vaginas, thank you very much. Some would say a little too well.
Right.
Me and vaginas get on fine, thank you very much.
Which side did you get this stress on?
On my right side.
No, not of your chest, of the channel.
Eh?
French or English?
Oh, I see. Well, actually, the French side, as we were going back into England.
That's funny, as due to your political beliefs, you would have thought it would have been approaching the continent you'd have got the problem, because...
Are you trying to say I've got a problem with England now?
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ. If there are two things that I know for certain I don't have any issues with, it's vaginas and England.
Well, you seem pretty sure on that, so...
I am.
I mean, you won't be there for long anyway. I mean, after the general election, if she negotiates well, you'll all be back in 2 years, turning to Blighty. Are you all right? You've gone a little pale.
Have I?
And you seem to be a little distressed. Do you like your job in Brussels?
Well, thank God my job won't exist in 2 years.
that
That's all
wasn't
I
my
can...
question. You seem to be crying.
No, I'm not. No, it's something in my hay fever. I've got a terrible allergic reaction. I'm reacting to the.
Well, I've got some antihistamine.
No, I don't need any anti.
Oh.
Histamine. I don't want any anti. Oh, please don't make me come back, for heaven's sake. I love it there, Stuart.
Oh.
Have you ever been to Bruges?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's lovely.
Right, okay.
Like a little chocolate box of a town.
Oh, fab.
Oh, and that's not to mention Ghent.
Ghent.
Think Edinburgh, but warmer. And the food is exquisite.
I've heard.
I love the Eurostar as well. It's so sleek, so smooth, so quick. Like a little Oh, and think of the croissants you get in first class. Oh, and the mussels and chips. Oh, bloody lovely. Shits all over Whitby Scampi.
I've heard. But won't being back in the country mean you can spend more time with your family? Think of it like
Oh,
that.
I thought you were here to try and help me make things better. Have you ever met my wife?
No.
Lucky you.
Right.
And what am I meant to do on my return? There's nothing to get angry about now. Nothing to protest over. That was the great thing about UKIP. It got me out of the house. Now what have I got to look forward to? The rest of my life sitting in watching Strictly on iPlayer with a woman who makes the common agricultural policy seem fun.
Well, there's always immigration.
No, I'm not hiring some poor Romanian girl. I'm not that desperate.
No, I don't mean. No, I mean you could always turn your political attention to reducing non-EU immigration.
Well, I am very anti-Islamist, so that is a possibility.
I know you said that in the previous session. You seem passionate about that. Now speak to me. What is it you don't like about that doctrine? Is it their medieval attitudes towards homosexuals, for example?
No, I'm fine with that.
Oh, the way they treat women?
No. To be honest, I think they might be onto something there.
Chopping off the hands of criminals?
They're definitely on the money with that one. You try shoplifting a post office with just a pair of stumps.
Gosh. So what is it you don't like about them?
Well, they come over into Europe and they don't really stick to our laws or our culture.
I thought you weren't a fan of European laws.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean.
Well, there you go. There's a common cause that you could...
The only trouble with opposing that kind of immigration is you don't get your all-expenses-paid trips to Brussels every other week.
Well, you could do some research in Pakistan, maybe.
Pakistan? Not with my guts. I only have to look at a cheeking tikka masala and I'm shitting through the eye of a needle for a week.
I see. Well, you could always work for UKIP when you get back.
No, UKIP are over, Stuart.
Yeah, who's their leader now? I've lost count.
Oh, bloody hell. Paul Nuttall.
Oh, is that the one who looks like a penis sheathed in tweed?
You got it.
Is that the one who looks like a bizarre fusion of the character Eddie from the early 90s cult sitcom Bottom and Toad of Toad Hall?
That's him.
Is that the one who sounds like he was in the original cast of Brookside but looks like he's on a clay pigeon shoot?
That's right.
Yes. Is that the
Yes,
one
Stuart, we get it. That's the useless prick.
Well, why couldn't you stand for the leadership?
Me? Oh, no. I've got more skeletons in my closet than Fred and Rose.
Really?
You did say everything in here was confidential, didn't you?
Oh, yes, of course.
Good. There's another woman, Stuart.
What's her name?
Mary. But you pronounce it Marie.
You met in
Brussels,
yes.
Oh, she's lovely, Stuart. She really is. She's so in touch with her sexuality. And she's so clever.
Right.
Yeah, constantly quoting philosophers.
Great.
She's always got her lips around Sartre.
Right.
And what a cook she is. She can knock the shit out of a mushroom omelette, I tell you.
Yes. I could see with your rather conservative views on marriage that might make you look like a bit of a hypocrite if it got out.
Yes, well, I do firmly believe in marriage, Stuart. Just, well, not my own.
Right. Well, that's time up, I'm afraid. That'll be £185, please.
How much? £185? Bloody Nora. No, it's all right. I'll pop it on expenses.
Marvellous.
Well, there you go. Thanks for listening, everyone. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. For more of Dave Jackson's work, please visit www.dave-jackson.com or get in touch with Dave on Twitter at DAJ_Jackson. Until next time, goodbye.